This is 23.1 part 2. So we've just been through the sports coordinator, just what the hours are and stuff. So the role of this job is to be sports games organised for 3 days, and then a school sports coordinator for 2 days. So this is a dual role job, which therefore equates to a full-time position. In order to do this job, you'll have to be DBS checked, as you will need. You'll be working with young children. You will also have to have a minimum of 3 years experience working in education or a sports environment. You must be able to commit to working out of school hours to do activities, and must have good organisation and time management. You must be able to work well in a team and have a qualified teacher status and recent primary school experience. The role in the school will also include you having to drive participation in school games and to increase the number of young people that take part. This will also require you to develop club school links within a partnership so that more children can be involved. You will be required to assist the development of young leaders and with their help organise and run an inter-schools competition. You will also be required to produce and present reports for local head teachers and attend meetings as directed. So the strengths of this job for me is that you get to work with children of all different ages whilst being in a sporting environment. If the initiatives that you put in place are successful, then it can be very rewarding seeing children that are not normally be getting involved or don't have the opportunity to get involved, taking part in various activities in their school and then competing against other schools. Another strength from this is that in your job you get time to work alone for when you're planning bits, but then you also get to work in teams of people, whether that's adults or children's. However, a weakness to this job is that it can be very stressful at times, especially when you have to put on big competitions, because you have to liaise with different schools, but also get volunteers to help run it as well. Another weakness that could be that you have to deal with children that might have challenging behaviour, so you have to have good discipline. I think this job would really suit me because I really like working with children, and I am also quite an organised person. So having to organise different sporting activities and competitions would be a nice thing to do, and also rewarding afterwards if it all goes to plan and everyone has a good time. So the next one is sport and exercise science. So this will be a community nutrition support dietitian. So this job is to be a community nutrition support dietitian, and you'll be based across different sites in the East Sussex area. This will mean that you may have to travel quite a bit, so that so if you don't have a car, it may be expensive and difficult to get to the places via public transport. It is a fixed term contract, and you'll be working full-time hours. The salary for this job will be between £22,128 to £28,746 per annum. So the role of this job is to go around the community offering a service for those who need a dietitian. You will start off by doing a rotation between Avenue House in Eastbourne and Conquest Hospital at St Leonards-on-Sea. You will be required to cover a general diabetic outpatient clinic. So having any experience or knowledge about diabetes will help you in this job. You need to have good communication, time management and interpersonal skills, as you'll be working with lots of people from different ages and different backgrounds. The aim is to deliver better health outcomes and an excellent experience for everyone we provide with healthcare services. The aims delivered by this trust are safe, effective, caring, responsible and well led. For the job you'll have to be CRB checked to make sure that you're trusted and suitable for the hand-in job and you do not have a criminal record. The main strengths that I can see from being a dietitian are that when you are working with the same patients every week or so, you can build up a relationship with them, which is nice for them, especially if they're older people and they don't get to see many people. You can also work in the public or private sector and the salary is good. However, I feel that because you are doing the same thing day after day, it can get repetitive and you could get quite bored. Because you are working for the East Sussex Healthcare Trust, you're required to go anywhere that they tell you in East Sussex, so it can get quite expensive when you have to go to the different places. You also need to get a qualification from university, which is expensive. I don't think this job would suit me very well due to the fact that I get bored quite easily, so doing the same thing over and over again might be a bit pointless for me. And I also don't really like travelling around a lot, as I think it's a waste of money. The last one is outdoor education. So this job is for outdoor bushcraft course leader. This job is good for someone who enjoys being outside, working with children and teaching them transferable skills that they can use. This job is a part-time job as the course is only run in the Easter and summer school holidays for children aged between 8 and 13. The courses are done in Salisbury, which is about a 2-hour journey from Brighton. As this is only for certain times of the year, the travel isn't too bad if you're willing to travel every day. So the distance isn't too bad, and you can always stay for like a week or so up there if you need to. For this job, you will be getting paid £120 per day. In order to apply for this job, you'll have to have an enhanced DBS certificate along with 1 year experience in childcare, outdoor education and bushcraft. You also need to be able to engage with children between the ages of 8 and 13 from all backgrounds and of all abilities. You have to be responsible as you will be required to oversee outdoor and adventure activities, strengthen the small team of staff already there, using personal background and experience. You will also need to liaise with parents regarding needs of children. You will need to set up and pack away camp equipment. You'll have to manage the kit and you'll have to clean as well. Ideal things to have is the understanding and knowledge of safeguarding children, previous experience, outdoor qualifications such as DOV and like the qualifications of food hygiene, and to hold a 12-hour paediatric first aid award. So the strengths of this course are that you get to be outside all the time whilst teaching children something you already have a passion for. You are also working in a small team, which means that you get to know who you're working with, and if there are any problems then you have people to go to. However, the weakness of this job is that there is a lot of responsibility because you're looking after little children. The job is also seasonal, so you'll only be able to work during the summer and Easter holidays. So if you have a family or other commitments, you might not be able to, it won't bring in enough money. I don't think this job would suit me because although I like being outside, I think the responsibility is too big for me and it isn't a stable enough job. So after analysing, evaluating all the 4 different jobs from the 4 different sectors, I've chosen sports coordinating as my chosen placement because I think it is a very rewarding job, especially when seeing children taking part and having fun doing sport. The second reason why I've chosen it is because I like working with children, as it brings a bit of unpredictability into it, and it also keeps you on your feet, but it also means that you have to be organised and be on time the whole time, and be on it the whole time. My third reason as to why I want to do this is because I don't want to be stuck in an office the whole time, and this job allows me to stay active and be outside or inside, doing something, either whether it's planning, so sometimes you have to be active and go and try out what you're going to do, or whether it's actually teaching the kids, and you're doing that nearly all the time, you're hardly stuck in an office.